Hello world, how's your days going on, huh? Okay, I'm sure that most of you people have heard the name Laika, especially during your school days. Do you remember we used to feel very happy reading that Laika is the first animal to reach outer space, and we used to think she was so lucky. In short saying, we used to feel good about Laika, but why not? After all, those books and magazines used to show her story in such a good way. But let me tell you, Laika's real story wasn't that good. Instead, I would say it was the worst life story ever. Such books and magazines hasn't covered any obstacles or pain that Laika faced during her space journey. So guys, be ready. This video will tell you the true story of Laika. So let me tell you what actually happened to Laika during her journey to space. Before 1950, human civilization wasn't that far to reach space for any space mission. During those days, space scientists used to send different insects like flies, spiders to space in order to do different experiments. Year 1957, Moscow, which is in Russia. This time the first spacecraft named Sputnik 1 was successfully launched, but inside the Sputnik 1, no living being was sent. Seeing that, Soviet space program thought that why not to send a living animal next time. But maybe these scientists were too much hurry in doing this mission. Within less than 4 weeks, another spacecraft was made, and after that the spacecraft was named Sputnik 2, which was especially designed for a dog. Inside the spacecraft, one carbon dioxide absorber, oxygen generator, a fan for cooling purpose, some foods, and one bag for the collection of dog stool and urine was mentioned. Sputnik 2 cabin was so small that there were no extra space for a dog to move. In this way, Sputnik 2 was designed. Now the only thing missing was a dog. So the space scientist was in search of a street dog because they knew that street dogs has habit of living in extreme condition as compared to other domestic dogs. In this process, one day they found Laika. And after that, the training was started for Laika. This training was given to Laika to make sure she can easily accustom in that space cabin. Now listen guys, at that time human being knew the way to go to the space but had no idea to return back. So it was like a suicide mission, or we can say it was like one-way ticket for Laika. 3rd November 1957, Laika's last day. Before the launch of Sputnik 2, one technician kissed Laika's nose, knowing that Laika will never return. And after some time, Sputnik 2 was successfully launched with Laika. Sputnik 2 was moving forward on the way to space, but due to some technical fault, one part of Sputnik 2 remained in the spacecraft, which was supposed to separate during flying movement. This technical fault was going to badly affect the cooling system of Sputnik 2 cabin, where Laika was alive. Maybe only 4-week time duration wasn't enough time to build up such big spacecraft. Due to that technical fault, the cabin temperature went on increasing, and due to this, Laika's heart rate ratio continuously goes on rising. During that time, Laika was facing extreme summer, which is too deadly for any living beings. Up to 3 hours continuously, Laika was fighting with death. Each second was too difficult for Laika to live. Instead of living, it was better option to die immediately, because in such high temperature, the pain will be too much difficult to handle. Laika could not even move her head in such high temperature, as the cabin was designed in such a way that there was no extra space to move her body. And after 5 hours, Laika's sensor stopped giving signal, and she died due to overheating. It's totally wrong word to say that a spacecraft killed Laika. Human being killed Laika. This is the exact right word. And after Laika's death, Sputnik 2 was in space with Laika's body for 162 days and around 2,570 times revolved the Earth. In 14 April 1958, Sputnik 2 entered Earth's atmosphere and converted into fireball due to the air pressure and was finished with the dead body of Laika. She died, but she paved the way for human spaceflight. At present time, we can easily travel to space, and also we can think of big space mission. In 2008, the government of Russia made a statue of Laika in the place where she was trained for the space mission. In my personal view, the thing that happened to Laika was really unfair. Sputnik 2 could have been more better if those scientists had took their good time in building it in a proper way. The idea of sending a dog in such risky spacecraft was a big mistake of human being. One life that God has given, nobody has right to destroy it. Guys, what do you think about this? Please leave me your comment below, and thank you so much for watching my video.